Hey, Pretty Girl Club. So I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about something. I wanted to talk about beauty enhancements because I'm a beauty enhancement girly. I love an enhancement. I love wearing color contacts, mainly color contacts that actually would make sense with my phenotype. So either honey color or hazel. I don't do the blues and all of that because when enhancements are supposed to enhance your natural beauty. So it's, you know what I'm saying? So it's supposed to just enhance what you already have. So I wear either light brown contacts or hazel contacts. As far as my hair, I only wear clip-ins. I wear synthetic clip-ins because they're easy to put in and take out, and you can still take care of your real hair. And I take out my clip-ins every single day, and I take care of my real hair. I make sure I moisturize it and condition it and whatnot. I go to a old school hairstylist and I'm sticking with her, and she has been having my hair growing and it is looking healthy. So, but every now and then I wear clip-ins. And I like to wear clip-ins with like a honey highlight to it. So like my hair color is like 4, but then I wear highlight 427. So it's kind of like a honey blonde highlight. I love that look. It really brings out my skin complexion. It really like makes it, I don't know, it enhances my skin complexion. It makes it look, I don't know. It just complements it. I think that's the word I was looking for. It complements my skin complexion. The contacts and the brown hair highlights. It's just, I love it. But I wanted to make this video to talk about how people sometimes think you're self-hating if you wear stuff like enhancements like colored contacts or straight hair or whatever. They always assume you're self-hating. It's like right off the bat. And that couldn't be further from what's going on. Everybody's situation is different, obviously. But for like us exoticals, for example, our phenotypes are so versatile. We literally can get away with a lot of different hairstyles and whatnot. We can get away with a little bit more because of our phenotype. You know what I mean? We're versatile, and I love that about us, about our phenotypes. Because sometimes I do curl my hair clip-ins. I sometimes go rock a curly. Sometimes I rock it straight, and then I also take care of my skin. I only wear concealer now. I don't even wear foundation anymore. I just wear concealer and a pencil for my eyebrows. And I use a brown pencil, by the way, because I just love the way a light brown just complements my skin complexion. Caramel skin complexion with brown, I love it. We our skin tone, like if you have caramel with like a yellow undertone, warmer colors complement our skin tones. So I notice I hate the way neon bright colors look on my skin because I feel like it just takes it away. So I don't like to wear like neon colored, like really bright neon looking shirts. I hate those. They have to have a more warmer look to it, you know what I'm saying? So colors that look best on me is green, a navy blue. There's a particular type of pink, not hot pink. I would never wear hot pink. It's a different kind of pink. It's a warmer pink that I love to wear because it complements my skin. Anything warm, any colors that are warm and darker complements our skin tones the most.
You know that filter that helps you identify the best colors for your skin? This filter. Sometimes it's tricky to figure out which one is really for you, right? Let me give you a hand. Have a look at the color of your veins. If they're greenish, you're likely suited to ones which have the word warm in the title or clear but warm weather, such as warm autumn, clear spring, warm spring. By the way, they're on the right hand side of this If your veins are bluish, reddish, or even if your nail beds are like more reddish, then you likely look great with the ones that start off with the word cool or soft. A lot of them are here on the left-hand side. They have a lot of cool undertones. Now, if you can't tell whether your veins are green, red, or blue, you might have neutral skin undertones, which means that the magic for you is pairing warm with warm or cool with cool, but you're not segmented into just one of the types. See you in the next video.
And as far as jewelry goes, you're supposed to wear, like if you have a warm undertone, you're supposed to wear, I believe it's gold jewelry, and if you have a cool undertone, you're supposed to wear silver jewelry. And I think if you're neutral, you can get away with both, if I'm not mistaken. But if you want to really complement your skin tone, if you have a warm undertone, I will go for gold jewelry because it brings it out, and it does. I used to wear silver when I was in high school, and I didn't know, and I wasn't knowledgeable about, undertones and stuff like that. But when I realized that, I was like, I did try it. I hated the way gold looked at first, but then I tried it on, and I was like, oh, okay, I see what they mean. So, I love a gold now. I love wearing gold, like a gold necklace, some gold earrings. Nothing too heavy. I don't like to wear a whole bunch of jewelry. Just very classy, just enough to balance. Maybe one bracelet, some earrings, maybe some thin hoop earrings, or I haven't worn studs in a while. If I'm wearing like head jewelry, because I love head jewelry sometimes, I won't wear a necklace because it's about balance and contrast. Not contrast. Is it contrast? But you don't want to put too much on. Just kind of balance it out.
Behind me is an accessory that didn't escape one black woman's forehead. It was worn at proms, homecomings, bitch to the beach. It was everywhere. It was a year-round accessory. Y'all were giving the girls Adenian goddess. We're talking about the iconic chain headpieces. When I say what a time to be alive, these were everywhere. All you needed was your Sweet Pea from Bath & Body Works, your Candy Yum Yum from MAC, and your chain headband, and you was eating the girls. These were even worn at weddings. Like, these headpieces were top tier. I wonder if these was helping the leave outs, because I feel like they were. I don't know. And the way these ate down with the middle part sewing was crazy. These were like crowns for my queens, honey. The way the Migos had everybody rocking that gold link pattern, honey. And you could literally get these everywhere, from the mall to the beauty supply. They were worldwide. And please don't sleep on the mamas, because they was giving it to us too, honey. Something about these headpieces were just so heavenly. The fringe sweater with the ombre bundles. Y'all don't understand, like she had that shit on. These headbands and gladiator sandals was a harder collab than London on the Track and Young Thug, honey. This was that I don't need you, but I want you era, honey. Light makeup, fleek eyebrows, cute headband, like.
And as far as my aesthetic, I have a more earthy, native type of aesthetic. So sometimes I wear feathers in my hair. Sometimes all the time I wear waist beads. I wear that's a tongue twister. I wear waist beads all the time. I love waist beads. I be feeling like Pocahontas sometimes. I really do. Pocahontas is one of my favorite Disney movies. So you know how Exoticals United always talks about when she talks about meeting your internal beauty standards, and she said her particular aesthetic, she says she has like a fairy. Exoticals United, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm getting this wrong, but you said your aesthetic is like the fairy type of look or something like to that effect. So for me, it's like, I think I was inspired by Pocahontas and my aesthetic wise anyway, and then the fact that my features, people are always asking me, am I mixed with Indian? And I am mixed with Indian. So I don't know, but I've always loved this aesthetic. Maybe because it does complement how I look more Native American and Indian than I actually look African American. The only way you can tell if I'm African American, I mean, you can tell by if but some people think I'm mixed. I'm monoracial black, but I have a great grandmother who's Native American, and somehow that DNA went into my blood, and I have the most features out of the family that looks Native American. It's mainly my eyes that makes me look like that, and then my cheekbones too, and then I have a small nose and small lips too. So people do think I'm mixed race, hence me being an exotical. And I use that to my advantage a lot of the times as far as being versatile. Like sometimes I'll rock a 3C or 3B curl. I'll show you guys what I use, because I use clip-ins to make that style. I'll show you guys when I start showing my face. I'm almost at 10K, and I'm gonna show my face at 10K subscribers, and then I'll do like tutorials and stuff. Maybe I'll start doing that on Patreon first, but I don't know yet. But I'll show you guys what I do. I'm gonna put it behind a paywall probably, but because we don't want to give all of our secrets away. But yeah, so I can get away with a lot of different hairstyles and stuff like that because of the way that I look. Like Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show, I always get, "Oh, you look like her from Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show." If you guys look at her, you'll be wondering, like, is she mixed with something? Like you'll have that, like, what is she mixed with? Like, she has to be mixed with something. That's what people do to me, because me and her have the similar phenotype, like the small features and stuff, and the caramel skin complexion. She is, I believe, Haitian, so I don't know if that's monoracial. I'm not from Haitian. I'm ignorant to, other cultures and stuff, but if I'm not mistaken, that's monoracial. But so she looks like she could be mixed race, because you're always trying to look, and people are always doing that to me, like, what is she? I can tell people are thinking that in their heads, because some people don't have no chill. They'll be staring at you, and then when you see that they're staring at you, some people will look away, but a lot of weirdos won't look away. Like what happened, I was talking on Patreon about this. People are trying to sabotage me at work. So I have this group of white boys who are trying to humble me at work. They catch themselves trying to take my seat during break time. So I talk about this more in detail on Patreon, but basically this white guy is trying to take over by, like, how you always sit in the same spot during like break or school or whatever. So everybody has their assigned seat in their head, but it's not really a assigned seat, but you sit at the same place all the time. So I sit in this particular table all the time, and everybody knows this. But this new white boy comes out of nowhere and sits. He starts sitting at this table. So all this week he's been sitting at this table, but then one day you know how there's a chair that's right in front of, like, let's say you have a long table, right? There's one chair on each side, and if you were to sit on one chair, the other chair across from you would be directly in front of you. So this white boy comes and sits in the chair in front of me when I was already sitting down on my break, and I'm looking at him like, is this nigga weird? Excuse my French, but is this dude weird? Why is he sitting right in front of me? I do not know you. And then he had his friend come sit with him too, like almost like they're trying to take over my spot type of thing. I don't know if they're trying to humble me or I don't know what they're trying to do, because they've been doing it all week, and every time I don't react, they'll give me this look like they wanted me to react or something. And then I think that was yesterday, you know how you put your stuff on your chair to claim your seat? Because I was sitting there, people knew it, but these white boys started to take over my seat, and I was like, they're not about to play with me today. So yesterday I put my stuff on the chair. I went to go grab some water real quick and came back, and guess what? My stuff was moved off of the chair, and those two white boys were sitting there, and I almost snapped, but I caught myself, because it's not cool to let them know you're bothered. I just remained unbothered, minding my own business, and sat right at the table behind them, so unbothered, because I don't want them don't let them ever see you react to their sabotage and their bullshit, because that's all they want. They want you to react. So never let them see you, bothered by their actions. And it's not just them trying to sabotage me. It's this group of unambiguous women too. But I'll talk about that in another video. It's a long rant. I talk about it more on Patreon. If you join my Patreon, it's only $5 a month, and you will get my daily journal series. Sometimes, every now and then, I'll post a movie we can watch, or some chill mode type of vibe, or some educational things, some level up tips, and so much more. But work is just crazy. There's so many groups of people that are trying to sabotage me and humble me for some reason. I don't understand the reason why. But just never let them see you bothered, because they just want a reaction out of you. That's their dopamine hit if you react to their bullshit, because they're trying to piss you off. I don't know what the agenda is, but just ignore the haters. That's all you do. They just let you having haters remind you that you're that girl. Because why else would you have haters? Because you're that girl. So just never let them see you sweat at all. Always walk with your head high. Don't never put your head down when you walk past that person that is hating on you. Keep shining even brighter. If you ask me, I feel like you should shine brighter, because people want you to dim your light. They're trying to get me to dim my light, and it's just going in the opposite direction. Instead of me dimming my light, I'm just shining even brighter. Every time they try to hit me with some bullshit, I just stunt even harder. The next day I come to work even more dolled up. You don't even understand. Like and I'm so chill and low key with it. It's ridiculous. Never let them know you're onto them either. I'm doing this in such a low key way, but it's still so very loud because they're paying attention to me. And I'm so unbothered by their sabotage and their humbling tactics. They're trying to exclude me from the group. And I'm talking about the unambiguous females, because they're trying to exclude me from the table too. They're trying to exclude me from conversations and everything. And I'm just so not bothered. They looked at me with awe when I didn't react every time. It's like, I can see you reacting to me. I can tell, like, people sometimes just don't have no chill when it comes to staring at you. They'll be staring dead at you, but I just don't respond. I don't react. I've never been in a fight in my entire life. I don't like conflict, but I'm not gonna let you play with me either. I have my own ways of playing games, and my games are more psychological and low. I'm very low key with it. I'm mysterious too. I'm very private, and they be trying to figure me out, and I'm just not giving them I'm not giving them nothing to work with. So let the haters hate. But yes, back to the subject. So I don't want people to think that because a female is wearing beauty enhancements that she is self-hating, because that couldn't be further from the truth. We love our blackness. We're just so versatile, and meeting your internal beauty standards helps with self-esteem and confidence. So if you don't meet your internal beauty standards, but because you don't want to look like a self-hater, so you don't do certain things, I mean, it's on you how you want to, because your body's a canvas at the end of the day. You can do whatever you want with your body within, reason. Don't hurt yourself doing things. I wouldn't even suggest getting surgery to do things, because that can go wrong. I heard a story. A girl tried to get a BBL, and she ended up in a wheelchair for the rest of her life because of that.
A warning tonight from a woman who was paralyzed after cosmetic surgery.
She ended up in a wheelchair, and now she's not only taking on the doctor who performed that surgery, but also the center and the post-operation hotel they put her in. Rebecca Lopez reports.
Rolanda Hutton will never walk again.
It's very traumatic. It's like You never think about not being able to walk.
She ended up in a wheelchair after she had a Brazilian butt lift at the Dallas Plastic Surgery Institute.
When I first woke up, they were asking me to move, and I couldn't feel my legs.
We first told you her story back in November 2017. Then she sued the doctor who performed the surgery. But now she and her lawyer have amended the lawsuit to include other doctors who perform surgeries at the Institute and the Cloister, which is a post-operation hotel run by the same doctors who do the surgeries. They send patients there for recovery.
Patients are being sent to this so-called hotel, which is really a skilled nursing facility that's not licensed, not regulated by the state.
Hutton says she spent 2 days at the Cloister and says the staff there should have sent her to a hospital the moment she told them she could not feel her legs.
After the second day, I was like, something's wrong. I need to go to the hospital because I still can't move my legs, and it's been 2 days.
Her lawyer says Hutton isn't the only one who suffered severe consequences. He claims in 2009, a woman died after a facelift while at the Cloister.
This place needs to be regulated or shut down, or you're going to see more people that have been hurt.
Both in 2017 and today, we asked the Dallas Plastic Surgery Institute and its lawyers for comment. They did not respond. As for Hutton, she wants her story to serve as a warning to others of what can happen. Rebecca Lopez, Channel 8 News.
So you have to be careful with certain enhancements like surgeries, and I would never get Botox. I feel like Botox messes up people's faces. I would never get a nose job. I feel like that will mess up your face over time. Because I had body dysmorphia before, I'm afraid that if I start getting surgeries, I won't be able to stop. Michael Jackson had body dysmorphia and he couldn't stop getting surgeries.
All right, Michael Jackson, this is the most famous one of all of them. Michael was a good looking guy before, and it turned into, as you can see, a body dysmorphic disorder. This can happen to people. He was more self-conscious about the skin pigmentation that he had going on, and kind of went down this rabbit hole. I just hope that he was happy with the decisions and that when he looked in the mirror, he was happy with the results. If you decide to come to us for anything, we're going to advise against this just because it changes your body so much that a lot of these things you cannot come back from. So any over augmentation of the face, lips, cheeks, temples, anything that you end up doing, we stick to a conservative approach. That's just kind of how we do things.
If you have money, you're going to be able to do more on your body. But unfortunately, if you have body dysmorphia, you're never satisfied with the way that you look ever. I'm constantly in the mirror. It's being more managed now, but I still experience symptoms of it. You know, I thought I was 100%. I'm a work in progress with body dysmorphia. It's an everyday, I'm not as bad as I used to be, thank God. But I still have work to do because I still catch myself in the mirror a little bit longer than I'm supposed to be. So, I'm a work in progress. I am. I keep it real with you guys. But yeah, I believe you can do whatever you want with your body within reason. Don't hurt yourself, like I said. And as far as hair enhancements, I would strongly suggest you guys wear clip-ins over sew-ins and those lace front wigs, because it doesn't seem to be helping the natural hair underneath, because you have to keep the sewing in for a while.
I want to show you guys this clip really quick of this lady talking about, how we overly can wear extensions and wigs and how it can affect and damage us in multiple ways, not just our ends or our edges, but it's more of a mental illness too. Just check
how I knew that wigs in the black community wasn't just a hair enhancement, wasn't just temporarily, was the fact that my mother at her age has to go to a specialist now. She has to go to a dermatologist to figure out how she's going to grow her edges back. Her edges are completely gone. They are bald to the scalp. She said that a specialist one time recommended red light therapy or something like that. She has completely damaged her hair follicles. if I said it right. But y'all get it. Let's stay on topic. She has completely damaged her hair follicles, no exaggeration, due to wearing wigs. This is not a temporary thing in the black community. This is not a hair enhancement. This is a mental illness. Okay? This is a mental illness. I've heard a black woman say one time on Instagram, one time I was looking at her stories, and she actually has me on her close friends. And what she said was, what do y'all do in between styles, honey? I ain't trying to be walking around with this ponytail. It's a lot of black women with that mindset. That's how I knew that we were mentally ill. That's how I knew that white supremacy has done a number on black women. That's how I knew that this system in general has done a wonderful job of dismantling not just the black homes, but the black minds, especially black women. It has gotten so bad that we don't even love ourselves. We don't. We spend so much time trying to look like other women of other races and ethnicities to the point where it is sick and it is disgusting. And what's worse, we don't want anybody to correct us when it comes to this. But I'm here to tell you guys right now, as a fair-skinned black woman, because like I said in my last video, it ain't gonna sound right coming from a white woman. It ain't gonna sound right coming from our men. But I'm telling you right now, we have a mental illness. We do. A black woman came up here on TikTok one time. I forgot what her name is. I think it's Black Beauty or some shit like that. I don't know. I believe I follow her on my other page. Well, no, I don't think I follow her anymore. But anyway, she made a video a long time ago that went extremely viral. And she said that she just simply don't feel feminine with her natural hair. She said that. And she even doubled and tripled down and said that if black women claim that they feel feminine with their natural hair and that they feel beautiful with their natural hair, they lying. Well, I don't know who the fuck told her that, because I don't feel like that. And I know a few black women now that I know that don't feel like that. They don't have a problem wearing their natural hair. See, I don't understand how you black women can come online and be preaching to black women and running your mouth, and you don't even feel comfortable in your fucking skin. You don't feel comfortable wearing your natural hair. You can't tell another black woman shit. You can't teach none of these young girls nothing. Because all they see you do all day is run your mouth online with a European wig on your fucking head. How can we respect that? How can you, black women, how can you tell your little girls to wear their natural hair and love themselves when they ain't never seen their mama hair? Baby, let me tell you something. My whole childhood, all the way up to my adult years, my mama been wearing wigs. My mama told me one day, you know what she told me, TikTok? She said, well, me wearing wigs didn't affect you. Look at you, you wear your natural hair. But you didn't teach me to wear my natural hair. You didn't teach me to love myself. I taught me that. I had to go online and follow other older women that wear their natural hair, that embrace their blackness. I didn't learn that from my mama. She don't understand that. I didn't learn that from her. Y'all don't understand how when y'all put these units on y'all head that doesn't resemble who you are, these units don't have your head texture, you are setting a terrible example for these little black girls. You are making them hate themselves. Don't y'all understand that? Don't y'all understand that? You know what? I don't want to make this video too wordy because I'm already over 4 minutes. Can we please normalize, for the love of God? Can we normalize not listening to these black women that can't even wear their natural hair online? I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. You don't even love yourself. You're not even confident within yourself. How the fuck you gonna tell me what to do and give me advice on anything? Make this make sense, TikTok. Somebody make this make sense. It's not making no sense to me. It's not. This is 2024, sisters. Take the wigs off your head. They got so many products out here, black-owned products. It's a black-owned product. The products in my hair right now. So many different things you can do with your hair. Take them fucking units off your head. Because you don't look like that. You tricking your mind into thinking that you look like that, and you don't. You will never look like that. When you take them units off your head, you will never look like that, sister. You will never look like that.
Yeah, I agree with her 100%. It only comes right coming from us. There's been many attempts of people trying to tell us this that has failed because it hasn't came from, like Tommy Sotomayor, for example. He meant well, but his approach was just horrible. So he wasn't making an impact. But if it's coming from your fellow sisters, you know, it's okay to wear it sometimes, but if it becomes a crutch, is when it can be a problem.
Can't hold us back. And I was thinking about this because I want to be more authentic. You know, like I was telling myself this, like, how can I be more authentic? How can I just show up and be myself and, you know, share the things I want to share? And what I realized is every time I have a thought download or a wisdom drop, something that comes to me that is like worth sharing, my head be looking crazy. Okay, the hair don't be looking like this. Hair don't be looking like this. So I just thought to myself, like, how can I really be authentic online if I'm not authentic in real life? Starting with something as simple yet as complicated for Black women as hair, because a lot of times we are masking, and I think that's just what you are doing when you're wearing a wig, when you're wearing any kind of weave. You are masking a part of your true identity, and that is preventing you from like really showing up how you want to show up. Because think about it, a white woman, Asian woman, Latino, whatever, their hair is just, they don't worry about it being quote unquote done like a Black woman. It's always in its natural state. It's always in, like, it's their hair. So whether they have it messy, in a ponytail, just washed, whatever, like, it's just their hair. Whereas for us, we might have on a bonnet, we might be wearing a scarf, we might have our hair braided down, looking crazy, because we're gonna put a wig over it. Like, it just stops us. It just stops us in our content creation process. And I don't know, I was just thinking about that the other day. What y'all think? Black ladies, talk to me in the comments.
So I want to show this girl's clip because what she's saying, you know, is true for a lot of women, but you have to have some type of confidence when it comes to this hair thing. If you can't wear your natural hair just as much as you wear the weave, then there may be a problem there, with a bigger problem with, you know, self-esteem and stuff like that. But for some, it's, your hair is an accessory, so you can play with it. If you're using hair to mask your hair, to cover up what you really have, that's a whole nother issue. And so I wanted to make this video just to kind of get people to understand that, yes, there are some women that wear the weave for masking reasons, to cover up their real hair, and there's a whole nother deeper issue over there, versus the women who wear it for enhancement, for accessory, like a lot of women like to do, because we're women and we like to be creative and we like to look pretty and girly and we like to play with our hair. So there's a, you know, I guess it's a spectrum of levels to it. I don't want to get people to thinking that everybody who wears extensions is self-hating and insecure and stuff, because it can be further from the truth. We just like to accessorize play with our hair. That's why. And even when she said, you know, white women, you know, they wear their natural hair, you would be surprised. White women wear weave just as much as we do. The difference is they wear their natural hair texture, so it blends in with their real hair, so you can't even tell. And that's what it's supposed to do. It's an enhancement, not a mask. I'm going to show y'all some videos of what I'm talking about, because a lot of people just, when we say that, they'll be like, That's just an excuse. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. It's not just an excuse, it's actually facts. The difference between black women and white women when it comes to the weave thing is the masking versus the enhancement, and the fact that they wear their natural hair texture, which looks way better than wearing a hair texture that looks nothing like your phenotype, so people can clearly tell it's fake. Unless that's just the new style. I know I'm a millennial, so I know we're old school now, so maybe I'm old school, and maybe it's the styles for people to know that you're wearing a wig, because it just seems like it's more in now, so let people know that. Back in my day, I can't believe I'm saying back in my day and I'm a millennial. But back in my day, if people knew you had a wig on, you were embarrassed because you wanted it to be looking as natural as possible. But nowadays it's almost culture. It's almost regular. It is regular now. But let me just show y'all some clips real quick.
I simply don't understand how I freaking went from $720 tape and hair extensions on Amazon to being more obsessed with $19.99 bouncy clip and hair extensions from TikTok Shop. I just don't get it. Like $720. Like, look at the bounce. And it's giving like bad girl vibes.
White women, weave day.
So we're gonna put these $20 24-inch extensions in my hair. These are $20, and these are 24-inch extensions. So if you're looking to get some extensions, but you don't want to pay $1,000 to have the hand tied or tape-ins or whatever the case may be, this is for you. These are so thick, so they're going to blend really well into your hair. But they clip in just like that, and then they have the fishing wire. So this is called a halo. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna put them in my hair real fast and show you what they look like. But $20, if you want to place an order, I highly suggest them. Link them in my TikTok shop, so you can click the orange cart and order these. So let's go put these in. Clippy. And you're just gonna do like a half up, half, like you're doing a half up, half down. But like, look how pretty they are. These are 24-inch and they're on sale right now for $20. $20.
At the Viral $20 extensions. They come with a clip. That was easy. Okay, I definitely want to order the 28-inch. I ordered the 20-inch, so I love them.
If the hair extensions aren't down to my butt crack, I don't want it. I got new extensions, so let's put them in. I love this brand because it comes in only 4 clips and there's so much hair. Like, the less clips I need to put in, the better. But this is 1 pack of hair and you can see it's thick. I like to section my hair off right in the middle, and then I put the biggest piece with the 4 clips right in the middle of my head. It's so long already. These two have 2 clips, so I usually just stick them on each side. I love that it looks like mermaid hair. And the last clip, we're just sticking underneath. She is long, she is beautiful. I love me some mermaid hair. The color matches so well. I got it in dark brown, 24 inches. They're also so lightweight, I can't even tell that I have extensions in. I did reach out to the company asking if you can add heat on these because they are synthetic. They said you can curl and straighten them, but the heat needs to be very low. Also, the price of these extensions are so good. I've spent so much money on extensions and I've never had ones that are these good.
$18. I ordered the Viral $18 extensions, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous about the color match. This was the one that looked closest to my hair color because I do like have this brown in there. $18, free shipping, and girl, if these look good, I'm gonna be so freaking excited. Hair purple? No. Wait, okay, I have it clipped in. I don't know how it looks. Don't judge me, girl. I ain't never done this before. Are you kidding me? You think that this is actually gonna match? I need to get better with the actual band. I think I just need to pull more hair out of here. Wait, am I just thinking this matches, or does it actually freaking match? Oh my god. Does it match? Can you guys see the clips? Oh my god.
We're doing my Halo viral extensions again. I have a video with 2 million views on these and I've sold over 2,000 of them. So I want to hop on here and show it to you again. We're going to put it on and then we're going to show you the back, okay? So we're going to take like a bowl shape. We're going to leave hair down on both sides. And then it comes with a clip, but my daughter's napping and I have a scrunchie right here, so I'm gonna use this scrunchie instead. You're gonna pop the clips out so that they're open, and then you're gonna have like the string like back here so that it doesn't get in the way. And you're going to clip all of your clips first. There's 4 clips, there's 2 in the middle, and there's 2 on the sides. Then once the sides are in, you're going to take that wire around and you're going to place it. And then if you need to adjust it, you take our hair down. If you need to hide the hairband, you would tease it. And then we're going to turn around and show you the final look. What do you guys think? Are you impressed? You should be. You should be.
And so y'all get the point. I'm not gonna show too many of these clips because y'all get the point, and I'm just showing these just to show you guys that hair is an accessory. The problem with the black community is it's not just an accessory for many black women, it's a crutch because of the hierarchy that unfortunately exists in our community when it comes to the hair type, and anything that's type 4 is considered not good hair, which is crazy, but that's just the society that we live in, unfortunately. And then with our history with slavery and everything, all of that is just, it causes us to see our hair in a different light than other cultures do. Other cultures get to play with their hair. They can even cosplay and wear braids sometimes. They're not self-hating. But because the black community has this thing with self-hate, anything could be self-hate when it comes to you masking your stuff. And it's just hair for women. Hair for women is like cars for guys or something. I don't know. What do guys like to do? Like sports. It's like a thing that we just like to play with our pretty, and that's just what we like to do. So I'm just here to defend the women that doing it for, you know, the enhancement reasons. The girlies that, you know, they don't have self-hating issues because they still wear their real hair sometimes, but sometimes they like to be girly and play. So, and that's just really all I really want to say on this video. Enhancements are supposed to enhance. So like I said, when I wear clip-ins, I take them off when I get home. When I'm not at work, I don't even wear them at all. I have my old school hairdresser taking care of my real hair, and it's flourishing. So you gotta take care of that real hair too.
And as far as the lace front, I've never done lace fronts, but if I'm not mistaken, they have to install it and put it on, and you keep it on for, I don't know if you take it off at the end of the day, but I just don't see it helping your real hair underneath. So it's just a recommendation. You guys do whatever you want, but I noticed clip-ins have been my best friend because I do so little maintenance to my hair. It stays in a ponytail, and I like length in my hair. I don't like short hair. My hair is right now to a little past my ears now. It's growing. I had a big chop like a year and a half ago. It's growing. It's getting there. So, you know, I've noticed my hair is healthy because at the end of the day, I take out my clip-ins and I can still take care of my real hair. So beauty enhancements are just to enhance my beauty because I love being pretty. I love being beautiful. I love being a feminine girl. I just love everything about it. I love pink. I love purple. I always wear pink and purple when I go to work. My work vest is purple, and I have a pink one too. And being extremely feminine also triggers, I notice, hood women who aren't as feminine. No shade to my hood girls, but there's masculine hood girls that do not like me because of my feminine traits. And I thought being a girl, being feminine was inherent to being a woman. I just always been this way. So for people to have like femininity courses and stuff, I never understood it because I always thought being feminine was just inherent to us women. But I guess there's women out there that, I don't know, but I always thought that. So I've always been this way. This is who I am. I'm expressing myself. I'm happy. My confidence has gone up so much. So much. So when I get my nails done, I don't get them really long either. I just get French tips, and I just get a nice decent size so I can still do stuff. But it looks classy, it looks nice and neat. So I just love being pretty and taking care of myself. And I don't want to be hated on for that, but unfortunately, that's just what happens. It comes with the territory, but I will never stop being myself. I will never stop being myself. People literally do not like me because I'm being myself, which is crazy. When I was leveled down, people would talk to me, but when I'm leveled up and I look better than, ooh, no shade. That came out. Ooh, no shade. Not me saying I look better than everyone at work, but no shade. I am very popular at work. Let me just say that. I'm very popular. Almost everybody memorized my schedule. People would ask me, or people would tell me, oh, this is your Friday, right? How do you know this is my Friday? Because we have a set schedule. My Friday is on a Monday, so I'm off Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So, and people come and be like, this is your Friday, right? You about to be off? I'm like, how do you even know that? People I barely talk to. So people pay attention to pretty girls. My personality, like I love to laugh. I love to joke with people. I'm very friendly. I'm a little too friendly. I gotta work on this whole sorry thing because I be saying that a lot. I'm always saying I'm sorry when I'm bumping into people, even though it might be their fault. I'm one of those type of people. I gotta work on that. I got a lot of work to do when it comes to being a people pleaser. But I'm just a nice person in general. I have a good spirit. But unfortunately, bad things happen to people who I call triple threats, who have it all, who's beautiful, who's talented, who's funny, who's all of these positive traits. It'll trigger somebody who's not leveled up or who hasn't realized their worth yet. It will really trigger them. So just be careful who you hang around. Pretty girls we're always lonely. That's usually our story. Beyonce grew up with no friends.
She had a rough time in school. And I don't know if it's because she was just a pretty girl, but she was bullied.
She was very cute when she was young. She had this sandy blonde, long hair. A lot of times, especially with black girls, if you're lighter skinned and you have longer hair, you get slack for it. And she definitely got slack for that growing up.
Beyonce was really lonely. I always prayed that she could find a friend.
First time, that was the very first singing group that Beyonce was in.
The managers who put together Girls Time really positioned Beyonce as the lead singer.
We look at Michael Jackson, videos and stuff, and I was trying to show her how Michael stood out, and I just saw that same thing in her.
When you're pretty and can sing, you got the total package, you just dead out.
I listen to the Level Up Guru. I love her content. If you guys haven't subscribed to her content, I binge watch her content all the time. I love her content, and she was talking about Beyonce and Selena and how she was talking about how Beyonce grew up with no friends. People didn't like her because she was beautiful, she was stunning, and she was talented very young. So the more you have, the more beautiful you are, the more lonely you're probably gonna be. And it just comes with the territory. You have to hang around other leveled up people who aren't insecure. You have to make friends who don't see you as a threat. How about that? Who don't see you as a threat, because you're threatening to people. Lord forbid you friends with a girl who has a man. That relationship could get weird, especially if you're beautiful and she thinks her man might be looking at you. It gets messy. So it is lonely. You can't make friends with females because they be hating on you, but you can't make friends with males because they want to sleep with you. And if you don't like them back, they'll try to humble you and bullshit. But yeah, whatever. That's all I really wanted to talk about, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What is your aesthetic? And don't let people gaslight you and saying you're a self-hater because you like to wear beauty enhancements. Do not ever let them, because they want you to level down so they can feel better. So don't do it. Don't do it. You know who you are. You know you love your blackness. We're just versatile. Our phenotype lets us get away with things. Our body's a canvas. We can do what we want with it. So let us pretty girls be and do us. How about you level up if it bothers you so much? But yeah, that's all I gotta say, y'all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for listening.